So new series and a promotion for your character. What can we expect this time around in Death Valley?
Well, yeah, Janie's had a promotion and it's not been the smooth sort of transition that she'd hoped for. We see her sort of, with the new responsibilities, struggle a bit to find her feet, but there's the tension between her and John is sort of still there, especially after he shacked up with her mum, which is not very best friend behaviour. And then we meet her sort of estranged biological father later in the series. So yeah,
it's all going on, and I think that the perfect recipe for a crime comedy. You've got to have amazing characters, check. The storyline's got to be banging, but also you've got the landscape, the scenery, you've got the beautiful Welsh background, haven't you, within this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, anyone that's ever been to Wales knows that it's gorge. And it's like a character in beautiful seaside towns like Little Haven, which I think Ep 2 is filmed in. But yeah, it's brilliant.
We have more castles in Wales than any other country in the world.
Is that right?
I'm not sure that's true. Can someone check that? But I think it might be. Casting is so important with storylines like this, and you've struck gold, haven't you? Your relationship with Timothy Spall is brilliant. What's it like working alongside? I mean, he's an icon, isn't he? And of course Stefan Rodri, who we know so well too. What's it like working with this cast?
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, we are so lucky, and I literally thank my stars every time I step on set because they are delicious. Like, Timothy Spall is a national treasure and an absolute delightful human being. He's the real deal. Right. He's brilliant, and he's committed to story, and you know, he's professional, and he's also mischievous and has such a great sense of humour that I have such a great time. And then Stefan Rodri is obviously brilliant, and everybody knows him for his comic chops and in like as Dave coaches, but he's also great at organising holidays. So in between takes, Stefan will help me arrange holidays. Yeah.
Is that something
he's really well travelled, and I was like, I think it was like last series, I didn't know where to go, and I wanted to go horse riding in Spain, and he came up with the flights, he told me the connecting buses, he did it all.
I absolutely love that.
Steph's tours and Dave's coaches.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he knows very, very well. You touched on it before that your biological dad comes on the scene, your character to Janie. It's quite an episode 4, that, isn't it? And I guess that's the beauty as well with a comedy drama. It's got emotional heart as well. You really kind of dig into certain storylines.
Yeah, and I think I really love this series for what it does, is that we've always got the comedy chops there to try and, you know, keep everybody entertained. It's a Sunday night television show, but I think what brings people back is the relationship between John and Janie and the characters and how they develop. And I think particularly in this series, you see Janie go on a journey, and you sort of peel back a couple of the layers to do with why she's always on the sort of comic defensiveness. And when you meet Owen Teale, well, her dad, her estranged, played by Owen Teale, it suddenly starts to make sense, this sort of, because he is this sort of free spirit hippie character, and it's sort of, you see where Janie sort of has this gets her bristliness from, almost in opposition to him. But yeah, that episode it's really lovely. It's really funny, but also just full of heart.
He's a very funny man. It's such a brilliant cast, isn't he? You have the storylines and everything else. You've spoken quite openly about having ADHD and how it's helped your acting. And you say you'd like to see more of it represented across different shows? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I think what I'd love to see is it be normalised, really. I think so many of us are neurodiverse, and I think that, especially, you know, going to school in the noughties, like, I was sort of made to feel a little bit like it was a problem and it was a hindrance to achievement. But actually, in terms of acting, ADHD it's like a super skill. You know, like, I do have lots of ideas, and I like being on my feet. I'm not very good at being stuck behind a desk. So when it comes to acting, it's perfect because it's like the two things marry together so well. So yeah, I'd love to see. I'd just like for it all to be a lot more welcomed and sort of normalised and sort of desensitised, maybe.
And that's why, as you say, you know, speaking out about it is so good. And talking about your acting, I mean, if we rewind, you started in a local Welsh language theatre group in Aberystwyth. I mean, when you think back to that time and the work that you're doing now, it's so varied, it's so fantastic. It's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, when I think about it like that, yes, it is mad. But I mean, it's like the butterfly effect, you know. I think small things and small, like the efforts. Like my mum had decided, I was quite shy when I first went to school, and mum had sort of said, "Oh, like let's get her more confident. She's got a really strong imagination. Stick her in youth theatre," and I think there's lots of reasons to send kids to youth theatre anyway, because I think it gives you confidence and teaches you empathy, and also just means you're not stuck behind a screen. But I think it's, you know, had I not gone to that youth theatre, I wouldn't have found out about the National Youth Theatre of Great Britain, and that's sort of where my career really started. So I just think, yeah, these small things, you never know where they can lead, but it doesn't have to be an acting career. It can just be a bit more confidence speaking out loud, or, you know.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Have him play.
Absolutely worked. You are brilliant in Death Valley. It continues on BBC One Sunday night 8:15, or you can see the entire series on iPlayer now. Just quickly.